What's up, man? Tuesday night, Ross and Risky. What up, my boy?
What's going on?
We in here, man, trying to make it do what it do. Y'all know if y'all watched the show before, we have a good time. We talk about sports and the culture. If this is your first time hearing this, we appreciate you, dog. Hit the thumbs up as you jump in. Hit the subscribe button as well, man. We definitely appreciate any support that you lend, you dig, to the culture, to the movement. Ross and Risky Tuesdays and Thursdays. Do some videos as well on the weekends, man. Got football coming up, so maybe dropping some more content. I did not go live drop a video after the Claressa Shields fight. I was tired. I ain't gonna lie. I did watch the fight though. Good fight. Shout out to Claressa Shields. Interesting fight. The young lady, I can't remember the young lady's name, but she started off literally running in the fight. She was literally running the first 2 rounds, like literally. And then by the time we got to 6th, 7th round, she was kind of getting the best of some of the exchanges in there. But Claressa did dominate the fight. Claressa's problem appears to be that although she's a gritty fighter, a really good fighter, lacks power. She don't get, I think in her, she got 16, 17 victories, 3 knockouts. You know what I mean? Just don't really get people out of there. So we'll see. But shout out to Claressa Shields, though.
So let's stay on boxing for a second. So not being the most well-versed in boxing, when she says "quote" like greatest woman of all time, what is she hanging her hat? Like, what does she do better than everybody else?
Well, I think she's hanging her hat on the fact that she's the only 2-time Olympic gold medalist. She's undefeated boxer, and she's undisputed in 2 different weight classes. She's the undisputed light heavyweight and heavyweight champion. So I think she's like, look, I didn't want everything. I was, I won all the belts in like all these weight divisions, you know what I'm saying? All the way up now to heavyweight. So I think that's what she's hanging it on, because like the women before her, the Ann Wolfs, the Layla Ali's of the world, or even some of the women now, the Katie Taylors of the world, even though they may go maybe 1 or 2 weight classes, they don't cover the weight that she's covered, and they aren't. No one's been undisputed in 2 separate weight classes, and again, no one's won 2 Olympic gold medals. So I think that's kind of like the totality. You know what I mean?
So even though she's not necessarily knocking people out, it's just you can't beat her. She's almost like Floyd to the women.
Yeah, nobody's been able to really. She really hasn't lost many rounds in her career. She's been dropped. She has been dropped before. The young lady. Yeah, the young lady, a hell of a fight. I can't think of I can't think of something with a B. I think she's from like Brazil or something. She's like a black, dark skin, or not dark skin, but she's Brazil. I can't remember where she's from, but she could fight, and she knocked her down, clean knockdown too. I mean, Claressa wasn't like dazed and nothing like that. It was in the middle of exchange. Yeah, caught her with one, dropped her. You know what I mean?
But you saying, so not only is she undefeated, she hardly even lose a round.
Yeah, she don't really lose, man. She's.
So she's just like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's at the end of the day, it's women fighting. It's not even really that many women that fight. You know what I'm saying? So when you find someone that's good, and like she's not only good, but she's really good. I mean, she's 2-time Olympic gold medalist. She's been fighting with dudes, her whole life. She's really good. I don't know if somebody beats her, it's probably because she stayed around too long. And like somebody came up, you know what I'm saying?
So this leads us to our next. I was going to ask you. So, would you watch the Layla Ali? Like, what do you think as a boxing guy about the Layla Ali, Claressa Shields?
I think Layla would have a chance to win the fight within the first 3 rounds. I think Layla can hurt her. Yeah, I especially after watching the fight I just watched, because that young lady, I believe, had just moved up from light heavyweight, and she took all of Claressa's punches well. She didn't get stumbled, wasn't rocked. Now, obviously, Layla's older. Layla's in her, I think, mid to late 40s. So that's going to play. That's why I say if Layla's going to get to her, it has to be early, because the longer it goes on, Layla she hasn't fought in 10 years, 15 years. She's 40-some years old. The longer that thing goes, Claressa's just going to be.
Layla's undefeated as well, right?
Yes, Layla's already in the Hall of Fame for boxing. Yeah.
So who would you give the edge to in their prime?
Man, I think Claressa's more skilled. I think she's more. Well, not think she is definitely more skilled, but Layla is the naturally bigger woman, and in her day had better power as well. So It would be a really good fight, man, because we've never seen Clarissa really hit by a puncher yet. There are no real punchers. We ain't never seen her hit by a puncher. So
and Katie Taylor not big enough to mess with Clarissa.
No, she's not big enough.
Because Taylor looked huge compared to Serrano, but to Clarissa, she
like this last fight, she fought at 100. She was like 175, 180 pounds. Clarissa was.
Yeah.
So she's like 30-some pounds bigger than those girls. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I saw something Clarissa say. I saw something. She was on the Breakfast Club or Angela Yee. Something. She said she want to pretty much have a baby. I don't know if she's gonna stick around fighting for too much longer.
Yeah, she said she want to have a baby next year.
Mm-hmm.
She say that until somebody talk about this $15 million payday. Yeah. Papoose gonna tell her we ain't having no baby right now. You gotta get this money. You gotta go get this money, baby girl.
Hey, man. She's trying to do the whole rebrand right now, though. She give me the type. Has she ever had a boyfriend before? Like she
talked about it. That she was with a dude a long time. He used to be in the ring with her all the time. Like she's always been.
Oh, so this how she is. She just when you might.
Yeah, this is her first like celebrity thing, but she's always like had like her boyfriend used to be in the ring with her all the time. They were engaged.
She had the shirt rolled up to show the tattoo.
Yeah, she's doing a lot right now. She's doing a lot.
You probably lose messing around so focused on Papoose.
Yeah, she's doing a lot. I ain't gonna hold you. She's doing a lot with Pat. But shout out to Clarissa though, man. She said that was her last fight with that particular promoter. She's a free agent technically right now, so somebody might give her back. And she put over 15,000 in Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, so that's a big deal. That she put 15,000 in there.
That's good.
That's a big deal for her, man. That's a big deal. All right, let's go, man. Before we get to Luka, we would definitely want to get to Luka and the Lakers. New look Luka, skinny Luka. I told you I told you, Ross. But before we go there, I wanna go back to something we talked about when it first occurred. And I don't know how you felt about it. I don't want to say, I understand social media. I understand these spaces. We do this show, obviously, so I understand the algorithm, the importance of like titles and clickbait and engagement farming. I get it all. I respect it all. But the Hulk Hogan thing, I'm perplexed about the life that it's taken on now. It's like so heavily debated. Everybody, I saw it on from ESPN to CNN. They still debating it. I'm like, I'm confused. I'm the biggest. Anybody watching this, right? I promise you, if I'm not the, I'm close to the biggest wrestling fan any of y'all will ever meet, right? Trust me. I go to all the WrestleManias. I got all the shit. I bring out my belt sometime on the show. I got wrestling belts, all the shit, right? 43 years old, been watching wrestling since the 80s, right? And I liked all the black wrestlers, right? Junkyard Dog was my guy. Butch Reed was my guy. Coco B. Well was my guy. Hell, when Virgil stopped being a coon, it was his role. He was getting his bag. He was the man's chauffeur and the butler and all that. When he started, I started liking Virgil. Harlem Heat as a tag team was my guys, right? Booker T and Stevie Ray. And it was my city from the H. Once I found that out, I was hyped. Right, so I go back. I love all the black wrestlers in wrestling. I don't go as far back as the Bobo Brazils or the what's another big name? Oh my God, the Learning Tree. I can't think of my guy's name right now, but I don't go that far back to like the 70s per se, but 80s on, you can't miss me. With that being said, here's what I'm gonna say, Ross, and I don't know how you feel about it, right? I just think this conversation has. The way I looked at it, again, as a huge wrestling fan, if you're a wrestling fan, you've lost so many wrestlers over. In the 90s, they were dropping like flies. I wasn't even tripping on it like that. Like, I was like, oh, man, that's, Hulk Hogan passed. Damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I was moving on. I wasn't going like, wow, it wasn't anything. It was like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hulk. And that was it. Move on with the day. It became like, I saw people talking about how like they were upset that they can't celebrate Hulk the way they wish they could celebrate. I'm like, what were y'all gonna had y'all not heard about the comments and he said what he said? What were y'all gonna do for Hulk? That's why I was confused. Were they gonna like Was it gonna be like a holiday? Were they gonna go out in March? Like, what were they gonna do for Hulk Hogan? I was confused. Listen, Terry Bollea, the real name, Hulk Hogan's real name, said foul shit. I'm not defending that. You ain't gonna never say me, but he a coon. I'm not defending what he said. I'm also not surprised that a white person in a private conversation, right, said some racist shit. That don't surprise me either, right? With that being said, Terry Bollea said that Hulk Hogan was an entertainer on TV. To me, I look at him as two separate people. So both passed, Terry Bollea and Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was the guy that told everybody to eat their vitamins and say your prayers. That's what he told us, right? Right? On there. Now, he did something different. We saw it. We understood it. And again, as a wrestling fan, I've been in the stand, in the stadium with 20,000, 30,000 people booing him over the last 5 to 10 years when he showed up at events. I've been in the stands actively booing him with the entire wrestling crowd, right? He's been getting booed mercilessly at wrestling events. So it's not like the wrestling community has just been sitting back celebrating him. As a wrestling community, shout out to the IWC, we've been booing him, and rightfully so. With that being said, like, this shit has taken on a life where it's like heavily debated, and I wasn't gonna shed no tear one way or the other. What say you, Ross? Right? I know you're not a fan of sports entertainment the way I am, and I
love wrestling. I grew up watching wrestling.
Yeah, but like I just thought, like, wow, like, why are everybody going crazy about it? Maybe it's something I'm missing.
Yeah, I don't know why they're going crazy. Even I had to stop myself whenever we both initially talked about Hope, because I even said what I said. I say, hold on, let's not go there, because he passed, So I think that there should be like a level of taste that you should keep, because, like you said, Hulk Hogan and who he was in his personal life, like, those are two different people. We're fans of wrestling, not him as a man, like, not the personal person he was. So yeah, I don't know what the ruckus is about. I'm interested to see how the tribute and all that's gonna go at the next event.
Well, they had two separate ones. So they had a tribute on Friday Night SmackDown, which is like the day after. Then they did.
Oh, they already did.
Yeah, then they did one again on Monday. So yeah, WWE.
So how was it received?
It was good. It was solid. It was received well. It was done tastefully. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't realize at the last event how bad he got booed, though.
Yeah, he got booed. That's what I'm saying. Like, wrestling fans of wrestling have been actively booing the man. Wasn't nobody like
on the Netflix premiere? He got booed so bad,
crazy.
They was trying to cut it out of the live broadcast.
Yeah. He's been getting actively booed. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's been sitting back. Oh, yeah. No, we've been booing him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been going through it. He been, you know what I mean? But I think as a wrestler, and look, I'll even say this. Man, I'm not somebody that says when somebody dies, they become a saint. Listen, if you were an a-hole, whatever you was in life and in death, it is what it is, right? Now, I understand people saying be tasteful and respectful. That's fine. But if you don't want to be that, I'm actually okay with that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay if you don't want to be like that.
I gotta challenge you, though.
Go ahead.
You can't say that, because y'all Kobe fans get y'all panties in the wad every time somebody say something about Kobe. And he was an a-hole. He was an a-hole. The same a-hole stuff that he got away with, that we didn't really like him. Now they, it's a bunch of clips going around of these crazy, tell us your wildest Kobe story about how much of a jerk he was to Jeremy Lin and Smush Parker and Kwame Brown and all his team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now.
Well, listen. Everybody told me The Last Dance was a great series. So,
see, but that's what I'm saying. It's acknowledged that.
Don't care about a-holes.
No, it's acknowledged that Jordan was that.
No, but I'm saying, I think. I don't know. At least me, I understood that how Kobe was. My thing with Kobe, I think, is just unfair the way people are. I just think, and again, it could be, you might be right. It could be me being sensitive as a fan of Kobe.
I'm very sensitive.
No, that could be me being sensitive as a fan of Kobe, saying, bro, when this man was walking around, nobody was talking like that about Kobe. Nobody was talking like that about Kobe. Nobody was talking and saying that about Kobe. I'm just, So facts. Nobody was going on these little podcasts. Nobody was going on streams. Nobody.
People only say good things about Kobe. But what I'm saying is,
dudes are coming out their face a little too comfortable nowadays with the Kobe. Matter of fact, I got my homie. He been watching the show. He wants to come on specifically to talk about the Kobe thing. He not even a big Kobe fan. Well, I take that back. I don't know how big of a fan. Me and him disagree.
On and talk about that.
Me and him disagree about Jordan and LeBron because he's a Jordan person. But he was like, yo, the Kobe disrespect is too far. I was like, I understand. I know it's crazy. It's crazy. It's out of control. It's out of control. But I do acknowledge your point though, right? But again, that's, I try to be consistent. I don't think I'm sensitive about it, but touche. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody was an a-hole, like to me, that's okay to say once they pass. To me, that's that. Like you don't got to give it a 24-hour grace period. Talk your shit, right?
When Kwame Brown comes out and says that stuff about Kobe, y'all say, "Oh, Kwame's out of pocket."
Well, because Kwame found his voice one day because he went viral. Now he became a tough guy. Like nigga, shut up.
But we know very much Kobe was probably an a-hole to Kwame Brown. When we hear Nick Young tell the story about Kobe not talking to Jeremy Lin for the whole season, it's like, yeah, and nobody don't acknowledge that. That's badly.
What we supposed to do?
It was a sorry, and he didn't want to talk to the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Do I have to talk to Jeremy Lin?
Okay.
I'm just asking quick. I need to talk to Jeremy Lin.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah,
Braun ain't still called DeAndre Ayton. He on the team. Everybody like,
let's move forward to there. Yes. Okay. We ain't got the Luka yet, but we'll start with Ayton. So the Lakers made a nice little move. They finally got the big that y'all probably 3 years too late in getting. If y'all would have gotten Ayton from Phoenix and he not done that 2-3 years in Portland, this whole move would be looked at differently. Now, I'm not a Laker fan nor a DeAndre Ayton fan, but DeAndre Ayton's still gonna give you 18 and 7, 17 and 7. Like y'all can use that. Y'all can use that. It's an upgrade from.
He's definitely going to be. I mean, obviously, Bron just had Anthony Davis with him, but I think skill-wise, he's the third best big Bron's ever played with, behind AD and
Dwight.
Dwight was a different Dwight. I'm going Chris Bosh. Because Bosh,
we got K Love messed up.
But K Love, see, again, I think that was I'm not that big on K Love. I think K Love, I'm talking. You might be right. I mean, K Love's a better basketball player than Aiden.
K Love than the Hall of Famer.
I agree, but I'm just saying though that like in terms of like maybe I'm looking at I'm categorizing as a big differently. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm kind of struggling because like
not a stretch.
He's not a guy that's gonna be out there shooting a bunch of threes. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be in like, we need him to be a rim protector. He is a guy that can knock down a 15, 16-foot jump shot. He is a guy that can not a great shot blocker, but can at least challenge some shots at the rim. You know what I'm saying? He's can't jump out the gym, but you can drop it off to him and he can score. Like he's a former number 1 overall pick. Like let's not go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a skilled player. But we'll see. Well, listen, the best thing that he's done, I'm encouraged from DeAndre Ayton. Shout out to dominating. He went to Portland. I don't judge people when somebody sends you to go, die in some of these cities, when they send you to Portland right now, when they send you to Charlotte, if they send you to what's another one of these teams? Portland, Charlotte,
Washington,
Brooklyn. Sacramento, Brooklyn. Yeah, when they send you to one of these teams right now, it's like, what are you gonna do there, right? Yeah, like what are you actually going to be able to do there? Nothing at all. With that being said, the recent news from DeAndre Ayton is very encouraging. that he's handling his business with I like how he's handling. If you're gonna deal with IG women, I'm not gonna call her a thought. I don't know her. But if you're gonna deal with women on IG, this is how you deal with them. So he flew out this young lady. What's her name? Caribbean Curls. Now look, she looked like she got the. I don't know if she has a BBL. I'm just gonna say it looks like she has one. Ross, what would you say?
Can we zoom in?
I can't zoom in on this. Hold on, let me see. Can I?
It's all good. It's all good.
Hold on. Look, I do you one. No, I'll do you one. Hold on. There we go. Damn, that helped it a little bit. Let me see. Nah, I can't go no further than that.
I'm just see. No offense. I'm just trying.
Like she got the enhancements though, right?
Kind of stat. She
got the enhancements on there. And this was her Aiden put her on a PJ, you know what I'm saying, come out the Turks and Caicos. And she was taking her pictures for the gram, doing what she do. You did. And then she posted this on the gram. DeAndre Ayton security left me outside in the middle of nowhere. Now, I'm just going to say it's a typo. I hope she knows how to spell Turks and Caicos. But anyway, because I won't have sex with him. I mean, listen. I mean, why'd you think that we were going out here, Mama? You thought we was going out here just.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's crazy. Come on now.
You thought you were just getting a free vacation to come hang out?
DJ Khaled say, "Congratulations, you played yourself.
You played yourself. Facts.
Congratulations, you played yourself."
Look, a part of the deal was you could take all these little pictures for your IG or the PJ. You know what I'm saying? You get to get all your little swag shit up. You did. That came with all this. You did. That came with the package. That comes with the vacation.
You was going with all that ass in that bodysuit. With all that, you're gonna bring all that luggage with you, and we weren't gonna see what the luggage was about. Come on.
Oh, hold on. I'm looking at something different. Let me share this with you real quick. So this is a post I'm looking at right now. So here goes another picture of her in some clothes. Yeah, that thing is definitely thangin'. Left in the middle of nowhere after denying his advances sound like a trip turned into a trap. And someone says here, that's what his attorney advised him to do. Once a woman refuses sex anytime thereafter sex occur could be considered harassment or coercion or even, rape. By removing her and not having any further contact, there's a dividing line showing showing that sex was refused and sex never occurred, thus thwarting any future sexual assault cases, both civilly and criminally. He just saved himself by having that woman removed. You know what? I didn't even think about that.
That's what I'm saying. Because imagine if he, okay, she didn't want to. We just gonna stay in the room. Now she can say anything. Oh, I ain't want to do it, and I woke up and he was touching. Anything. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So go ahead and get as far away from me. You know what I'm saying? You did not want to do what I was trying to do, so I let you be free. Now find your way home.
You know what? I mean, shout out my nigga Gucci. My clip at dog. I ain't even got my clip ready, man. Hold on. Damn, you know what, Aiden?
My nigga Gucci. Shout out my nigga Gucci. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Hey.
Shout out my
nigga Gucci, man. Come on.
You gotta be smart out here, though. You gotta protect yourself.
You got to.
And I mean, we had a little convo about this. Man, shout out all the guys who are going to get these other queens with a little something to offer. Come on, when is it gonna get old? Just getting these Instagram girls and taking them on the Turks like that. That's why they write books about y'all basketball players. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all looking crazy out here. But they got so much money, it just don't matter. But shout out my boy Bam. Who was the other one? It's another one right now. I just seen Brandon Ingram with Gorilla.
Yeah, well,
Brandon Ingram got Glow. Yeah,
well, your man just got married. in Cleveland. He just married
my boy Donovan with Coco Jones. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you know,
yeah, they got some Clay, Coco Jones and thorough.
You know what I'm saying?
Although Shaq did you see Shaq kind of low key hating on Clay?
Shaq hating for sure. Shaq hating for sure. You know, Shaq ever since the Angel Reese stuff, when Shaq was being a little creepy, Shaq's a little creepy. He's like weird on.
Yeah, he's an old trick though. We know what his
Shaq got uncle to tell you, yeah, give me something to drink. Yeah, way down, you know. He that uncle at the family reunion looking at his look, you know what I'm saying? Shaq's weird, though.
But we saw Shaq take Brittany Renner out to dinner though, so you know.
Shaq gonna play that, I'm her big brother, and then be
right
telling her, oh, y'all should play in booty shorts and dunk. You know what I'm saying? Like weird.
Oh dang, hold on. I got a new picture of old girl. Hold on. Yeah, that's a lot of enhancement. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Hey, shout out my boy Paul Pierce, because I've been tapped in with Paul Pierce
podcast P.
And he was just talking about that, man. See, now I think that was referring to this situation. Now you got them pictures available to where they just look at the pictures they even went and pulled up on World Star or whatever that was. Like, so you got all these pictures out of you. You got all that luggage with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, went and did all that. And then when somebody come and, you know, want to throw it at you, you get a little shy now. Now you want to play like you all Miss Wholesome. It's like, that's catfishing. That's the real.
I'm just saying though. I mean, if you aid, I didn't even think about it from a legal perspective, but yeah, we in a climate now to where, from a legal perspective, like they said on that post, once you bring or introduce, you know, sex into the situation, and she tells you she's not with it, yeah, you pretty much gotta now. We gotta separate at this point. Like, I gotta give you a ticket to like get you back home, and I can do that, or you can find your way back home, but we're not staying in the same room anymore at that point, right? Because now, to your point, you were saying, I don't know what you're gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like you might say no today, and now 2 days, like we might be out here for a week. Day one, you say no. 2 days later, you might give me some, and now a year, 2 years later,
I did it because I was.
He's 7 foot.
I knew I needed somewhere to go home. I knew.
Yeah, I'm out of the country. I didn't know what to do. I just,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, so it goes from you paid for a trip for her to go on a vacation to now you finna have to settle a lawsuit. Shout out to Shannon. You got to settle a lawsuit for $20 million now. Yeah.
And like, let's just be real. Like, what you think you finna go to Turks and do? Like, what? Come on,
see. They gonna say, you know what they gonna say? They gonna say, oh, how y'all gonna talk like that? Because we talking real talk right now, dude. Stop, man. What else you think? You think that man take you to Turks for what? So y'all can just hang out and talk? He think you want to have a conversation the whole weekend? Listen, I'm sure he probably has some stuff to do and see, but that comes with, man. Some other stuff.
I'm not insensitive to that at all. Listen. I would tell my sister the same thing. If this nigga want to take you to Turks and you don't want to do none of that, don't get your ass on that flight.
Yeah, that shit.
It's simple as that.
Real talk, real spill. That's real.
You can get all the way there and then decide, oh, I ain't want to do all that. Well, why are you there?
And look, I'm not saying that based on I'm not somebody that's, well, Dave Chappelle got a great bit. When they talk about, just because you dress a certain way, that don't mean nothing, right? But then he says, like, yo, if I was walking around dressed like a police officer, right, and somebody ran up on me like, I ain't no cop, like, well, goddamn, you got the police uniform on. What you want me to think, right? Exactly. Like, come on, dog. When these are what's on your IG, like, come on, Lord.
That let me think if you was to get the Turks, you know what I'm saying? You bringing that in your suitcase.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Golly.
You did?
What's the Instagram again?
research purposes.
I'm
That's what I tell
joking.
my wife. I tell my wife, hey, the silence, I'll just be looking at for research purposes. I do these pods. I got to research. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on. I got to see what's going on.
And he done create a little history. You know what I'm saying? He's not just the I'm looking to take my time and we go. Hey, I just heard Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston was on the pivot. He said he changed his life, and he him and his fiance lived separately to try to abstain from having, like, Jameis gives that off after all that he went through early in his. You know what I'm saying? Jameis, you can kind of see that. Somebody like DeAndre Ayton and some of these other, like, this really to the women, like, you gotta wisen up, you know what I'm saying, and like really know what type of game you stepping into when you going for that.
She know what game, bro. Listen, we know what this was, though. We know what this was. We know what this was, right? She put it out there to the world, and I applaud Aiden for having the foresight. I don't know if it was his people that was around him. Yo, if she ain't with it, get her the F up out of here, right? Night one, if she ain't, get her up out of here. Let's not, that way no one's confused with anything. Nobody's coerced into anything. She said no, so we don't even want you to be here. We don't even want you to, like, change your mind in a few days. Just
but hey, and you gotta vet them before you get them on the PJ to Turks.
You might have to have that text thread, you know what I'm saying, in your back pocket that, like, yo, this is what, don't look at me like I'm weird. This is what you were saying, you know what I'm saying, per text.
Hey, you want to come to Turks, before you get this ticket, sign this right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like what we, but like, it's so crazy now, because like, but then they'll say, hey, but she might have been feeling that way then, but once she got there, you gave off creep vibes, and now she was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's too complicated. So once we're there and you say something, boom, we're done. Let's get a separate. Let me get another room. Let me get up out of here. I don't even want to. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, my room. Hey, give me your key. You know what I'm saying? No. Shout out, hey, man, standing on business.
Yeah,
but it's becoming a kind of like a trend, though, because we see guys get to the Lakers. I remember Christian Wood not too long. We see guys. Hey, they get in LA, boy. You know them
they get to them LA women,
and them girls really, like, Renner really gave them the playbook. They be following. They know when you get traded. You know what I'm saying? They know when you about to sign your new contract. You know, they right there waiting for you. So Aiden ain't been in LA but a month, and already, you know what I'm saying, you got this going on with the girls, man. You know, sometimes them small cities, that's a blessing in disguise.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Brandon Ingram out here running around with Glow. Glow makes me nervous, because she from me. Like, Memphis women make me nervous, and I know Bi, he from Cali, right? He a Cali dude, right?
Something like he might be a down south dude. I think he down south.
He was a Cali dude. Let me double check. I thought he was from Cali, nigga. Where Bi from? Where you from? Oh, he's from
North Carolina.
Is that where he grew up at, though? Where he grew up at? I don't know. Why the fuck did I think he was an LA kid or a Cali kid? Okay, well, shout out to him. Virginia,
Yeah, North Carolina, Kinston, North Carolina.
Yeah, well, he may not have the information in. Yeah, be careful around there, because I just feel like with a Memphis chick, she might, like, I didn't seen her whole homegirl base look like they keep a little snub nose or something in their purse. They might keep a little.
Oh, they for sure keeping something.
Keep a little 380 in their purse. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all with the shit.
Oh. Yeah, so, and she's been very vocal about, like, getting her, because she shot at Dame, and he kept it P. And then now she got Brandon Ingram. I heard her like in the interview they was asking about a boyfriend before this came on. She was saying, yeah, he just real. She was trying to say he real tall. So makes sense, Brandon.
So they've been dealing with each other. So they've probably been dealing with each other for a little minute.
Yeah. Makes sense. Now he was throwing up some sort of affiliation, not to be snitching, but that's what you don't want him to do is get around Glorilla and whatever Memphis ties she got, and now you throwing up gang signs and stuff trying to keep up.
Here she goes. She's out there showing her birthday. She was out there. Look. She out there showing them little cakes. Show them little cakes, Glow. Show them little cakes, Glow. Like she was going out like that. Lord have mercy, showing. Yeah, I don't know what we doing.
The outfits nowadays is ridiculous. Like I couldn't walk with somebody. How do you walk next to that? Like I'm all for your body, whatever you want. I'm not walking. I'm not walking next to you like that. I just ain't that type. Like some people may say it's confidence or whatever. I can't walk in there.
And look, this is when they gonna say I'm hating, Ross. I'm not a. God bless her. I'm not a Glorilla. I'm cool on Glorilla. I'm cool on Glow. Ain't my cup of tea, but shout out to her. No disrespect. It's not my cup of tea.
I ain't gonna give my opinion. I'm chilling.
Shout out to her. It's just not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a, I like that Meg shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm on Jason Whitlock.
Hey. Look, I know what I'm capable of. Hey. Oh my God. Yo, I know what I'm capable of. You gotta respect it. You gotta know your limitations. Shit.
Yeah.
You gotta know your limitations. All right, let's talk some Luka, man. My man Luka then went out here, got the cover of Men's Health magazine. Luka then got himself in some shape, it looks like here. Some say it's photo. Look, how they say on the internet, the haters will say it's Photoshop. Luka said he getting ready. Now talk to me, Ross. You don't think that in shape Luka makes any difference whatsoever in terms of the Lakers' chances next season?
Like when we say in shape Luka, what is this? Ozempic Luka?
Oh, damn.
Or did he go and add muscle, or did he just condition and lose a bunch of weight? Like what is it? I think we got to see. I think part of what made Luka is kind of pause, but Luka was kind of heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like Luka was, to be so young, he was kind of heavy and even like as a defender, like Luka, he always like gave you the contact, like it was almost physically punishing to have to guard Luka and play defense on Luka because he gave you just as much physicality as you tried to give him. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like for me, what does this mean? He's gonna be faster, or this just means he's gonna be, a better defender? Is this gonna help him on defense, move his feet, and give him more effort? Like, what does this mean? I want to see what this means. I think this is just LA doing LA, selling some magazines, creating some headlines. I think the Lakers their offseason was a little bit underwhelming. I think they're making it up in the headlines with Luka. So
hold on.
I need to see Luka. Okay, let's say he lost 20 pounds. What's going to change from the 35, 9, and 7 that he was, you know what I'm saying, that he was giving you when he was chunky? You know what I'm saying? Is now he going to play defense and not cry so much to the ref?
So I don't think any of that's going. I don't think the defense is going to change because I think that's something that's just in you. Pause. So I don't think that like at this stage in your career, like think about it. People have been like take a guy like Westbrook who's always been in shape, never just been a defender like that. Like I'm not saying he don't want to play defense. He's just not a upper echelon defender. For as great as and really it's actually confusing why Westbrook never became like a great defender because you would think with his size and athleticism as a point guard, man, he could have. But like that's just not. You know what I'm saying? So, like, no, I don't think that, like, the defense is going to change for him. I don't think, like, rebounding like that. I think what could change, though, right, is that him being in better shape. I think that what could change is down the stretch in games, he's fresher. So maybe that 35 looks different. So maybe instead of that 35 being, 18 points in the first half, 10 points in the third quarter and then finishing it off, maybe, he's good throughout. Maybe it's spread out more throughout the game and he can control the game more and he doesn't have to – because as a player, sometimes you know that you are tending to wear down. And so now you're doing jump passes in the fourth quarter because you're a little tired. Your legs a little – now – so maybe he don't got to rely on that. Maybe because like 35 is a lot of points. So I'm not going to say, oh, he's in shape. He's going to get 40 tonight.
35 is a bit much. 28.
I know what you're saying though, right? Like whatever his points per game is.
30,
Yeah, I don't think his points per game is going to change. I think how he gets the points and when he gets the points may be different with him being in better shape. But I got to challenge you too on the Lakers offseason. You said they didn't make any big splashes. I think they got – I don't know what it means yet. But I think they're better than they were the year before, which is not. Well, I can't say it's not saying them a lot. They finished number 3 in the West. They finished 3 in the West, Ross.
A lot better. I think the West got a lot better.
Okay, who got better in the West? Talk to me.
Houston, better. Denver, better.
Okay, but you say Houston was better. They were the 2 seed, or they were the 1 seed. They were the
2. Okay, see,
because OKC was 1. So they were the 2 seed. They're not going to be the 1 seed next year. So they still the 2 seed.
Houston could be the best.
Did they get better?
Houston could
Are they
be
better
the
than OKC?
The gap between Houston last year with the Lakers and Houston this year with the Lakers has widened.
But it's still going to be a 2 and a 3. So
Denver got a lot better.
How did Denver get better? They lost Michael Porter Jr.
Right, for that $37 million. I sent you the thing. They was paying Michael Porter $37 million. They got 4 guys for that. That's better.
Yes, but they can't play. They're not going to play all 4 of those guys at the same time. Michael Porter Jr. did everything all 4 of those guys did with one body on the floor.
No, man. Michael Porter Jr. gave you 17 a game. Cam Johnson gonna give you 17.
If you say so, we'll see. I don't think Cam Johnson is going to give you 17
I think the West got a lot better. I think the Clippers got better. I think all the teams got better. Besides probably Golden State.
I agree. Golden State didn't make any moves. They trying to sign Kuminga. You know what? If I was Golden State, I promise you, I wouldn't chase that Kuminga signing if I was them. I would look to trade him or sign and trade. I wouldn't check. I think Kuminga has a ceiling. I think Kuminga is a little bit better offensive.
That would help y'all. Kuminga would be what the Lakers need.
Yeah, but like when you're bringing in Kuminga, that's a third piece. Like he's not a first option or a second option. He's a third piece that can do more things. But
he can come in and do everything that Ayton and Luka and LeBron aren't going to do at this point of their career.
But he got to be able to show me though. See, I don't know, Ross, because he got to show me first that he can play without that offense, without Steph Curry and without Draymond Green. So he got to show me he can play without those guys.
I think he might blossom once he leave that situation.
Well, y'all pick him up in Orlando. Y'all pick him up in Orlando.
When Steve Kerr gave up on him, when he came back, and Jimmy got hurt, Kuminga came in and gave you 20 points in the playoffs.
Who else could score though? It was nobody else on the team that can score outside of Steph Curry once he got hurt. Like nobody else can score on that team. Who else can score? Nobody. That's what I'm saying. So he had by default he had to score. I don't think he's horrible. I'm just saying I think if he shows up at another team, I don't know how much of a difference maker he is. I think if he goes to Orlando, he becomes. I'm gonna give you an old school name at Orlando. He becomes Michael Pietrus if he shows up in Orlando.
I like Pietrus. That's my boy. He can't shoot as good as him though.
Shout out to Pietrus. That was my guy. He was a cool motherfucker. Yeah. But okay, let's get back to Luka though. I think Luka. Here's what I think Luka saw, Ross. You saying the West got better. I think Luka watched what happened throughout the whole playoff run. I think Luka said, oh, shit. There is no dominant, great team. This shit is wide open. This shit is wide open. Ross, we watched OKC every round, and they didn't look dominant once the first round. Outside of that, nah. And everybody was like, man, if Ja didn't get hurt, hey, Ja was rolling.
The Lakers met Minnesota back in the playoffs again next year. You think they would beat them?
I think they'll beat Minnesota. I do.
I think as long
Ross,
as
they lost. Hold on. Minnesota lost a key piece.
Who?
They lost your man. Who did Minnesota? Oh, hold on. What's the right?
That's it.
That's a key piece, Ross.
And now they're finna have Dillingham and Terrence Shannon finally get to play them more.
Look, I know T. Shannon, your man. I think T. Shannon's a good player. He's unproven right now. I'm just saying. No, Ross. I'm just saying you got to prove it. I'm not saying T. Shannon's not a good player. I'm just saying you got to get
the playoffs against y'all.
Ross, he wasn't getting the minutes that he's gonna get now. That's what I'm saying. He was doing it in 5-6 minute spurts. What is he gonna do in 17, 18 minutes now? That's what I'm saying. We can't just say, oh, because he did this, now we're gonna extend it.
12. Between Dillingham, he was giving you 12.
But Alexander Walker was on there as a defender, though. He was on there hounding.
That's how T. Shan got his time.
I'm not. So what you're doing is projecting. I'm telling you, I haven't seen it yet.
I know what I just with Alexander Walker on the roster. That's how T. Shan was able to still get his time by being a defender. So as a team, they were willing to we're not going to pay Alexander Walker because we got two guys that we drafted last year, both that can come contribute. And Dillingham's going to take up Conley, who we both said shouldn't have been playing.
But those guys what I'm saying is those guys have to grow up a whole lot real quick because this is a team that's trying to contend for a championship. And they're going from playing minutes, but not heavy minutes, to now they're going to have to play heavy minutes now. Is all I'm saying. I just think, Raw, what do you mean? I mean, they're taking all those minutes. Who else is going to play?
As they still got DiVincenzo, they kept their whole team.
Stop. DiVincenzo, he really didn't. I thought DiVincenzo was going to do more than he actually did. He hasn't actually, and maybe with Mike Conley gone.
He played good against y'all.
Okay, well, that can't be the barometer because they got bounced shortly after that. What I'm saying is maybe with Mike Conley going for good, DiVincenzo plays better. But if I'm the Lakers, I'm looking at the West and with Luka in shape now, and I'm saying, okay, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of nobody. I got Luka in shape. I got DeAndre
because he got a men's health picture where he's skinny.
Well, he looks in way better condition than any point we saw him last year. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And we got an actual center now. We got an actual center now, right? And if there's any tread left on those Marcus Smart tires, we in good shape. If there's any tread left on that Marcus Smart car, y'all gonna be in trouble. I don't know how much tread's left on the tires.
No, Roy, you know what I know. It's not his effort. He's gonna give good effort. He's gonna he's not deferring to nobody. He's looking Luka.
Oh, no. Stop that, Ross. He's never played with players this good before. No disrespect to Jason Tatum. No disrespect to nobody over there in Boston, right? He's never played. He's playing with LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Stop.
Roy, they was in the Eastern Conference Finals with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
And I love Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They were his young bulls. He was the OG there. So he was looking at them as young bulls. He coming over here with LeBron James and Luka effing Doncic. Trust me, he ain't finna be getting the ball trying to, hey, give me the ball. Let me bring this down. No, he ain't. This ain't Oklahoma State, my boy. He knows this ain't Oklahoma State.
He be tripping.
Nah, stop. Nah, he ain't gonna do that. I think he's at a point in his career now. He done bounced around a couple of times now. It hasn't worked out in some places. And I think now he understands what his role is. And if he can come in and play some defense, run the floor, he's not a shooter.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He's not a shooter, but maybe if he can, just play smart basketball. You don't have to necessarily hit a three, but maybe you're the dive guy, right?
Does he start over Austin Reeves?
That's a really good question because it depends on. And here's the other problem with the Lakers. Again, they have an unexperienced coach because it's a good question because one of the things would be, do you want to bring AR off the bench so that you have coming in that second unit some scoring? And now you can have some minutes with AR maybe in the first quarter going into the second quarter where he's the primary, option. And maybe he's in there with him and LeBron. You give Luka a rest. You bring AR in, and then you can take Bron out, bring Luka back in, slide AR. You know what I mean? Like, but maybe I think it's something that JJ's going to have to explore because I don't know who they have on the bench right now that can give them any punch off the bench.
The LaRavia
in terms of
kid.
scoring.
They posted like the LaRavia kid from Sacramento y'all traded for.
I mean, He seems to be a tough kid that can play a bit, but I don't know. I mean, I think AR personally, I might start Marcus Smart and bring AR off the bench because I know we're going to end the game with AR. I know we're going to end the game with AR.
Now you know that AR just turned down that $90 million that y'all tried to offer him.
It's fine.
Now, if you go and bring him off the bench, you playing with his money. That's how you end up losing guys.
Well, he should have signed the contract. What you want me to do? So I can't coach the team. So because he didn't sign his contract, I can't coach the team.
No, but I'm saying, okay, so you see how y'all pretty much messed up Dalton Connect.
We didn't mess him up. He can't play.
Dalton Connect had a great first half of the season. Y'all put him in trade talks. He ain't hit a 3 cents.
First of all, Dalton Connect is like 27 years old. Grow up.
He ain't hit a 3 cents.
Well, grow up. Well, that means he ain't cut out for this then.
And now y'all playing with his money. So Austin Reeves, Austin Reeves say no. Y'all all year, y'all say I was the best third option. Well, these third options in the league is getting 120, and y'all want to 92? No.
I think the Lakers end of game lineup potentially is going to be Aiden, LeBron, Luka, AR, and maybe Smart. Because Smart's gonna have to guard the other team's best scorer. So you put Smart on whoever the other team's best scorer is, Smart has him. Who else is a defense? Who else? Who else guard on the Lakers roster? Who else do they bring in?
So you forgetting about Rui.
I'm not forgetting about Rui. But Rui, I'm putting Braun in the Rui spot.
You got to play Rui. He making
no, we don't.
18, man.
We don't. No, we're gonna play Rui. I'm talking about the last 5 minutes is what I'm talking about.
It'd be Luka, Austin, Braun, Rui, and Aiden. That's gonna be your finisher.
You give me no quickness on the perimeter in terms of defensively. I have no one in that lineup you just mentioned can guard any guards in the NBA. Not one person.
That's my problem.
No, it's not your problem. That's why we got Marcus Smart's going to be in the game because none of those guys can guard anybody.
So then you play Braun at the 4.
They play Braun's been playing at the 4 really the last 3-4 years.
Well, him and Rui interchangeable 3-4. Well,
the only guy Braun can't guard. Well, shout out to Rui. No disrespect, but I'm just saying, maybe it's some games where Rui's rolling where you stay with Rui and Marcus Smart doesn't, depending on the matchup.
I'm just saying, you still paying. So Your problem is you're paying Vanderbilt 12,
Yeah,
Vincent
Jared got to
12,
go.
Kleber
Oh,
11.
they just got Vincent out. Gabe Vincent, they just got him up out of there.
They see he's still on their He's still on their payroll.
Let me see. Didn't they just trade Gabe Vincent? I could have swore Gabe Vincent. Yeah, Gabe Vincent just got traded. Lakers urged to waive Gabe Vincent the Sun. Hold on.
Oh, they're waiving them, so they're paying them and just the lead.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So they're trying to get him up out of there. They're trying to get Gabe. I knew there was something going on. They're trying to get Gabe Vincent up out of there.
So
because he just hasn't panned out.
You got Kleber, Vincent. Well, he's gone. So
but Maxi Kleber is again, that's somebody that he's not a guy you're going to end the game with. He's a guy that if he's giving you some points, that's gravy.
But I'm saying, here's your bench. You still got Hayes behind Ayton. You got
I like Hayes off the bench.
You got Connect. You got Smart. You got LaRavia. You got Kleber, and you got Vando.
Whoa! What's the name you forget?
He played for the G League. You forgot. He played for the G League. You forgot.
It's a name you just won't mention, bro. He been balling.
We're not talking about the people who play for the Sparks. We're talking about the people who play for the Lakers. I ain't forget Kelsey Plum. What you mean?
My man Bronny, I think, is going to take a step this year. I think he's going to be a provider off the bench. I think Bronny's going to average 7 points a game this season.
At what position?
I don't know. I'm not the coach. He's going to play the one. I think having Marcus Smart on the team is a great thing for me. That's a great guy for him to learn from, as a Marcus Smart type guy. He's not as big as Marcus Smart.
They probably brought in Marcus Smart to help teach Bronny. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, I think you would agree that, like, for Bronny to maximize his NBA potential, he's gonna have to be a guy who, because he's not, with his height and size, unfortunately, he's not a ball handler, point guard like that. He's gonna have to be a guy. He's gonna, again, you know me. I think that he should go get my man that went to UT, play for the Celtics.
But I told you, it's a difference. All those guys, those undersized, hard-nosed, chippy, great defender, play hard, blue-collar guys. That's a character trait. You don't learn how to be tough.
Those guys is tough though. I think he needs to learn NBA.
And had a chip on their shoulder. They hold, like Marcus Smart was swinging on fans in college. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just learn how to be Marcus. Bronny's not built like that.
And I'm not saying so. I 100% agree with exactly what you just said. I'm just saying learning the tricks defensively, because I think that's what he needs to learn, like, defensively as an NBA player, like what works defensively. Gary Payton talked about how Kobe came to him in like his first All-Star game and picked his brain about defense. Hey, when guys are posting up, what do you do? When this, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just need to just like
out of pocket when he was talking about that. Was he wrong for saying, how dare Gary Payton say that about Kobe, who had more defensive teams than him?
No,
you almost would have thought Kobe was the superior defender.
Well, he was 6'6", so maybe he became a superior defender.
Okay. See what I'm saying?
Like, but he had to go and learn, which is same reason why he went to Hakeem Olajuwon, because he wants. So we know that Kobe wants to learn. He went to Hakeem. So he was the first. He started this whole Hakeem going to Hakeem shit. Kobe started that. Everybody else followed Kobe. Kobe was the first one. Let me hit up the GOAT. Let me go holler at him about this post-up game.
He went to Hakeem for what?
To work on his fucking game, nigga. What you mean
go to Hakeem for what? Feet work? Feet
work, post up. Yeah, we need to figure this thing. Let me get everything tight. He was the first person to go to Hakeem to get his feet work, get his footwork, get his post up game tight. Huh?
He played like Jordan.
Well, y'all called the Jordan fadeaway. I called the dream shake, and I'm gonna tell you which one came first.
Okay, and who Jordan went to? No. Hold on.
I got the clip of Jordan. I got the clip right now. I can pull up the clip of who Jordan was talking to about his fadeaway. I can pull up the clip. I got it on deck. You ready? I can pull it up. They got a whole camera crew with Jordan talking to Elgin Baylor about the fadeaway he used to shoot and how he used to do it. Huh?
He got it from Hakeem.
No. I can tell you, like Jordan didn't know. I'm not saying. First of all, go watch Jordan through his beginning of his career. Through the 80s, it was no fadeaway. It was just all athleticism, getting to the cup, all that tongue out, dunking on folks, right?
Yeah.
Then they bring the triangle offense in the 90s. He's still athletic, but he's figuring it out. He's now passing to the teammates. It's not into the second three-peat where now it's the Well, here's the problem what everybody forgets. Right before that second three-peat, there was a back-to-back champion that won back-to-back chips, the Houston Rockets, with a guy named Hakeem Olajuwon, who, by the way, Ross, was in the same draft as Michael Jordan. And guess what pick he went?
What pick?
Number 1. Everybody clowns the Trailblazers because they took Sam Bowie. Everybody clowns the Trailblazers because they took Sam Bowie, and they make you think that Sam Bowie went number 1. Hakeem went number 1. To this day, ain't nobody ever questioned and said that the Rockets picked the wrong guy. Now put that.
Did they pick the wrong guy?
No. They win the championship in his second season in the NBA. No, they didn't pick the wrong guy. They were playing for a chip. I think either his second or third year, they were playing Boston for a chip. No, they didn't pick the wrong guy. They were playing for a chip against the Celtics. And I think it was either his second or third year. While Jordan was over there missing the playoffs with Orlando Woolwich.
It was like a new team when Hakeem came?
Stop.
Like how long of it? No, I'm asking.
No. You're being disrespectful now.
No, I'm asking. For real.
No, they weren't a new team. No.
So they became a team when? You just said in the 80s.
What are you talking about? The Rockets?
You said Hakeem got drafted in the 80s, right?
He got drafted the same year as your hero, Michael Jordan. They was in the same draft.
Was Houston already like a successful, or was they like
they had the number 1 pick, Ross? How good do you think they were? They had the number 1 pick.
So they was trash. That's what I'm
And asking. Within either 2 or 3 years, they were in the chip.
Did Hakeem get them their first titles? Did they ever win titles before y'all won those two?
Hakeem won the title, the first chips in 94-95.
So they was just like the Bulls was. They was ass up to that point.
I don't know nothing about being, because they had good teams. Because they had Moses Malone, who had won an MVP. They had Elvin Hayes, who was.
The Bulls got Jordan 3 and Houston got Hakeem 1. I mean, they both probably had terrible records the year before.
Agreed.
Right. We know what Jordan did.
But Hakeem paid dividends immediately.
Hold on. We know.
Hakeem had to wait until he got Horace Grant, and then he got Scottie Pippen, and then he got Dennis Rodman. He had to wait for all that.
We know what Jordan did for the whole brand of Chicago. Chicago, before Golden State, just had Steph Curry, another guy who you be hating on, who took Golden State to be the most expensive franchise in sports right now.
I'm not hating on nobody.
You be hating on Steph, but
I'm hating on Steph.
What Jordan was able to do for Chicago, I'm sure Hakeem was good and all, but Hakeem ain't moved the needle like what Jordan did for Chicago.
Well, he didn't have the media machine.
Wearing Chicago Bulls stuff and Europe and like you get.
Agreed. He also didn't have David. He also didn't have David Stern pushing him like that. So I agree with you.
Why not?
I mean, you gotta talk to Dave, dig him up and talk to David Stern. But here goes your boy. Here goes your boy. Here goes your hero, Steph Curry. Though, talk to me.
Yeah, there we go.
I got you. That's AI.
Wait. Oh, hey guys, what's up?
Your man. That's your man. That's your man, not me. That's your man.
That's AI, bro.
That's your man.
That ain't Steph, bro. That's AI.
That's your man.
That's AI, bro. That's not real.
That's your man.
See,
your
but y'all,
man. It's not my man. Shout out to Steph.
The whole
That's
point.
my guy. I love Steph.
If they would have done that to Kobe, he would be on here crying, y'all. That's AI.
That ain't no AI, man. That's your man's.
That's not rude.
That's what he was doing that's at Davidson.
Stop it. Stop.
That's
Man bit a hot dog out of another man's hand.
I don't know what was popping at Davidson. Go ahead. Aisha went to Davidson too. Maybe she know what was going on at Davidson. I don't know.
Ketchup off his mouth. That's crazy.
Hey man, I don't know. Hey man, I don't know what the heck going on over at Davidson, dog. I mean, I'm not I wasn't over there at Davidson, Lord.
That was a.
But just to get back though, let's get back on track though.
Yeah, I
had that one in the chamber. I've been having that one in the chamber for a couple of weeks. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's how you know he a hater, y'all. He keep ammo.
I've been having that motherfucker in the chamber.
I got you.
I've been having that ready. But look, come on, Ross. You got to be encouraged if you seeing this as a Laker fan. Come on, man. The body looks different. Pause.
This remind me of when LeBron was on them steroids in Miami.
You and Jeff T got to stop that. See, you and Jeff T, y'all got to stop that.
Jeff T got a call from Rich Paul and them and had to apologize. See, Rich Paul can't get in contact with me. So we in the clear.
You say that. You say that.
So we in the clear. I
don't know what Rich Paul can do. Shit, they got a lot of paper over there.
You know, see, shout out Luka. Yeah. I mean, if we just want to say pause and judge his arms, like, yeah, they look good. But I don't know. I don't like Luka already was a 30-point a night guy. I'm not seeing this and saying, okay, now Luka's about to be going to the lane, dunking on people, and he's gonna average.
But Ross, as a rookie, that's what he was doing. As a rookie, that's what he was doing, though. Come on, I can go to the clips with the rookie. I'm not saying he was taking off like Dominique or Vince Carter, but he was finishing over the rim, is what I'm telling you. Right? We got the tape, Ross. We can roll the tape. His first 2 years, he was dunking.
I look at Luka like how I look at James Harden.
Agreed. I agree. I think that's a good comp.
You just naturally a fat boy. You're going to be fat. Same way I look at Paul Pierce a little bit. Same way, like.
But James is hanging with Lil Baby with the tattoos on his thighs. Luka that went overseas.
No. That was James was just trying to get out of Philly. And James
he did the same thing in Houston. He ate his way out of Houston. Come on, man. But I do agree though. Like they are similar in terms of like their strength is the fact that like they're
same way as Zion. Like I look at Zion, like some you know what I mean. Some dudes just ain't never gonna have a 6-pack, ain't meant to have a 6-pack. Right. Like it's just that's your like to me. I really feel like Luka benefits a lot from him being a bigger,
But look though, But to that point though, even Joker had to get in better shape before he started winning MVPs.
Yeah, not better shape, like being able to run more and where your body where you're not getting hurt. Right. I agree. Yeah, you always got to do that. Paul Pierce talk about that. Right. Charles Barkley talk about that. I agree. Right. But I just don't see like, he might not get hurt as much. That'll be a plus. That'll make it all worth it. I don't see Luka getting skinny and now saying, like
I don't think he's gonna be like cat quick and like that.
Like, nah. I still think he's Joker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's not gonna turn into Anthony Edwards because he
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I agree. I just think getting in shape isn't that can't be a bad thing, is all I'm saying.
Now, if Joel Embiid was able to get in shape and play a whole season looking like that, then you'd be like, okay, nah, Joel Embiid is in shape. Like, he can be the most player in the whole league.
Let me give you a guy. Julius Randle, he's even talked about it. His first few years in the league, coming out of Kentucky, coming from high school, he was just a big guy naturally. and so he just used his body pause and then in the NBA it kind of wasn't working until he went and got himself in shape when he got to New York, and then he became a multiple-time All-Star once he actually got in actual shape.
Right, but I'm saying Luka's already giving you he's already third in MVP voting, like where he's already first team All NBA guy. Like, is this gonna make him, instead of top 5, number 1? No, like
maybe. Hold on, maybe. Okay, who would have
that means you had to win? So what would Luka have to be ranked over Giannis or Joker?
I'm gonna ask you who are your top 5 players in the world?
Giannis, Joker. Well, Joker 1, Giannis 2. I say that's where it's up to you.
Where's SGA at? Is SGA 3?
I would say after last year 3, SGA, and then I would say
that top 3.
Then I would say it's between Tatum and Luka. Tatum and Luka.
Stop with the Tatum talk. You don't believe Tatum's the 4th best player in the world. Stop, Ross.
I hold on.
You think Tatum might be the 4th best player in the world? Stop. No, you don't. You don't really believe that.
We talked about this. I think when it comes to everybody outside of Joker and Giannis, I mean, obviously you got Steph and KD, like those guys. I'm not talking about. Yeah, but
they've kind of aged out. Yeah,
right.
they're not.
Everybody outside of Joker and Giannis.
You don't really think that.
I don't really say like he's done the most behind them two.
Yeah, but not just you saying doing the most. I'm talking about like right now. Obviously he's hurt. I'm talking about like take the injury away. Anthony Edwards, I would take over him. I would take Luka over him. If he didn't have the torn Achilles right now,
together, they're all first team.
I'm with you, but now that's what I'm saying. We're splitting hairs.
So my 3 was, I said after those 3, after Joker, Giannis and Shea, the next 3, whatever order you want to put, would be Tatum, Luka, and Ant. Like how everybody gonna have those 3 in different orders. But I think those 3, I think Tatum has the biggest argument because
I think Luka has more first teams than him though. I think Luka got 4 or 5 first teams.
I think Tatum got 5.
Okay, he might.
And Tatum got the chip.
Okay. But he didn't win the MVP. So y'all told me MVP. So y'all start telling me weird stuff for Jordan, and like the MVP matters and all this little weird stuff.
I think that's why I wouldn't take Tatum over a Joker. Is it because he don't have the Finals MVP?
Bro, that's not why you would take Tatum over Joker. He's just not as good a player as Joker. It's not like, it's real close between Tatum and Joker.
5 times.
He got how many?
5.
No, I'm talking about first teams. So
he got 1 third team, 4 first teams.
Okay, how many first teams does Luka have? I'm a big first team guy. You and Steph Curry get into these second and third teams. I'm a big first team guy.
So I mean, come on, Roy, and
I'm just a big first team guy.
Hold on, real quick. In the first 8 years of his career, 6 All-Stars, a championship.
In the East is weak. Come on, stop.
5 All-NBAs, 4 first teams.
Okay, how many first teams in a much more difficult West? How many first teams does Luka have? Talk to me.
Luka, in his first 7 years in the league, he's got 5 All-Stars, a scoring title, and 5 All-NBAs. Let's see how many first teams. They probably both got 4. No, Luka got 5.
Yeah, you see, I already had it up. I already knew what it was.
Luka's only made first teams, which is
we don't do second teams over here. We only do first teams, fam. See? So he got 5 first team all. He got more first team all NBAs.
You could say Luka at 4 and Tatum at 5 and at 6. That would be fair.
Okay. I'm trying to think, is there anybody else I would sneak in there? I'm trying to go through the league.
As far as the new guy.
The guy to watch to me, and I hate to give you this card, I think Ben Caro's the guy to watch to come into that. I think he's the next up.
He got to achieve a little bit though.
But I'm saying though, out of the younger crop, right? Because like now Anthony Edwards and Luka, those guys are kind of in like that middle tier now. Like the younger, there's a younger tier than them now. And I think Ben Caro, I'm trying to figure out if there's anybody I would take in his age over him. I don't see any.
One name. I'm gonna give you one name.
Okay, go ahead.
Paulo. I think depending on how good they are next year and how they really do, I think he waiting to really take off. Victor is on his way.
It's just not health with Wemby. Wemby has a chance to take over the entire league, though.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, he has a chance to take over the entire league. It's just
really. And if San Antonio, what they put around, that's a team in the West that I was talking about. Yeah. San Antonio would give the Lakers fits.
But again, it's just is Wemby going to be available? Because I'm with you. I think Wemby has
he
has best player in the world potential.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely. I think it's some guys who, like, I don't know if Jason Tatum has best player in the world. I think he can potentially be like a top 3 guy, but I think Wemby can definitively be. He's clearly because he could have won. He was supposed to win Defensive Player of the Year this year. He doesn't play enough games. He would have won it easily. So he's gonna be a guy who's gonna win if he stays healthy. He can win an MVP and a Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah. I think he's the only young guy I'm thinking of that can do that.
And we got to remember, like they're still barely playing them 25 minutes a game. Last year he was up to like 23 a game. Like Wemby, once he figure it out and start getting the benefit of the doubt on the whistle, he could average 30
free throws in the 80s.
He could average 30 easy. Yeah. So you talking about 30 points a game, 4 blocks.
And now you're putting them, and now you're giving them a point guard who's a proven all-star.
The
Spurs can be a problem next year if he's healthy because he doesn't have anybody. You know what's funny? The only team that matches up, and remember, this is my theory. I told you, Ross. The only team in the West that has somebody really to match up with him is OKC. And remember, I told you, I think every team eventually is going to have one of those guys on their roster. I think moving forward, I think guys like Bo are going to just be valuable because you're just going to need a guy who's 7'3" that can run and jump and like guard positions. What's the kid they used to have in Toronto? Boucher. You're going to just need those guys on the roster because they're going to have to be able to like somebody got to guard this motherfucker, bro, because you can't put like even Chet, right? You can't just throw just a random 6'6" guy on Chet. That's not going to work.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to need over 7 foot guys that can move.
Not like Rudy Gobert, who you can just throw somebody on Rudy.
No,
Rudy Gobert. Somebody on Rudy and Rudy can't get a bucket. Those guys are good enough; they'll really kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Embiid works because he's so big that he can still, although he can shoot the 3, he can go back to the basket. Like old school big and like shoot the fade away, face you up, back you down.
It's sad that Embiid can't be on that list that we just was talking about because Embiid would have been 2 behind Joker if a healthy Embiid, he would have been 2 behind Joker. And people forget Embiid was giving Joker 50 pieces.
Yes, he was.
I watched that. Embiid gave Joker 50, and then
Joker with Embiid.
Then the next time they sat Joker, and Charles Barkley and them was talking shit because they sat Joker, and because Embiid was coming to town. Like, Embiid. That's unfortunate that he can't be on that list.
But like, it's crazy because like we didn't even consider him for the list because we understand. Like, I think the health isn't there. It's kind of like Zion, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see the potential. You see what he's done. He's made 2 all-star teams, but he just doesn't seem like he takes the health part. Like he's a guy that if you saw him in really good shape, and again, I would be a little bit hesitant if I saw him in like if he was too slim, because I do think that Zion at his size needs the weight. You know what I'm saying? Even when Charles Barkley got in shape, he was still a little husky. You know what I'm saying?
Be a lot on his knees if he lose too much weight.
Yeah, and so and I don't even know how he could play because he's been so used to being. You know what I mean? So, but Zion, he's like by this point in his career, Zion should have been in that conversation. Like when I'm putting Ben Caro, I should be putting Zion right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't mention Zion. I don't mention LaMelo. I don't consider LaMelo a serious basketball player. Unfortunately, I just don't take him as a serious basketball player.
And he should be right there, up there too. LaMelo. Now a guy who keeps slowly climbing, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson can slowly, like, let's just say if he was to ever make a finals with the Knicks, he would climb into right there behind those three. Like he would be with the Ants. I would put him right next to Ant.
Where would you put this guy though? Because he doesn't get any props. He's never got any props throughout his career. Where would you place Donovan Mitchell? Is he a top 10 NBA player right now? Is he a top 10 player in the world? Donovan Mitchell. Best record in the East by far.
He's like around that 10 to 12.
Okay.
I think as far as shooting guards, okay, let's start with shooting guards. Is he the best shooting guard? I'm taking him over Devin Booker. I'm taking him over Booker. I'm taking him over
fine with that.
Clay at this point.
Yeah.
Donovan or Jaylen Brown?
Jaylen Brown. It's funny because Jaylen Brown is so much of a better defender, but Donovan is so much better offensively.
I'm taking Donovan.
I would probably, like, if you asked me to pick a player for my team, I'd probably go with Donovan. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other great two guards in the league. I'm taking him over Jalen Green. Donovan's probably the best two guard in the league at this point. So yeah, I'm putting Donovan right there around like maybe 12. Highest you can put him at is 10.
See, that's crazy because historically two guards have always been in the top 5. If you go to
the new 2 is the 3. Like back in the day, the 2 was the premier. So now it's the 3.
The Anthony Edwards, the Jason Tatums.
Okay,
technically Luka would be a.
If we're counting Ant as the 2, then Ant.
Yeah, it's Ant a 2 or a 3. I'm saying I don't know what he.
Ant and then Donovan.
Yeah, if Ant's a 2, then Ant obviously is over here. Yeah, Ant. I think Ant technically starts at the 2, so I don't think it's close. I think it's a big gap between those two.
Between Ant and Donovan?
Oh, I think it's a big gap between Ant and Donovan. Yeah, I do. I think it's a big gap. I don't think it's that close.
I don't know, Roy.
Okay.
We've seen Donovan in the moments. Donovan got a hell of a.
You know what's funny? Because I know the moment you're gonna go to. Donovan's whole persona started in the bubble.
Hold on, I'm a Magic fan. He dropped 50 on us in a game 7. He gave us the business.
But I'm saying though, Donovan, his shit in the bubble kind of blew up. And the only reason I bring it up is because Donovan blew up in the bubble. Also, Jamal Murray blew up in the bubble. But everybody told me the bubble don't count. So that's what's weird to me. Is that these guys came up in the bubble, but the bubble don't count. So yeah.
No, but Donovan has consistently put up numbers in the play.
I'm just saying, but it started in the bubble.
As Orlando, we were supposed to beat them. Last year. We get to game 7 and Donovan couldn't miss. I saw it this year. The game when Halliburton hit the game winner when the point guard and Mobley was out, Donovan went and dropped 50. That's what you're supposed to do. we got to be honest. And after this playoff run, we got to deduct a couple points from Ant. We got to deduct a couple.
But I can't though, Ross, because he's made it to back-to-back Western Conference Finals. I can't deduct points.
Right, but this time the time before we said, okay, Ant did what he was supposed to do. He was just a little undermatched. Kyrie and Luka, it was too much. This time, everybody else around you was waiting for you to be Anthony Edwards. Ant can't pull a Tyrese Halliburton and go give me multiple games with 14 points.
I agree. I actually do agree with that. I agree with that.
You talk too much. You too confident. You showed us too much. No, you can't. You don't have that. No.
I'm with you. No, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I'm super with you on that. My only retort would be that they were playing the best team in the NBA. That was the best team all season. And they had multiple defensive. Now, look, I agree. If you're supposed to be a guy who's a top three, because I think he has top three in the world potential. I think he could be the best player in the world. He's one of those guys that I think has the game and the potential to be the best player in the world. So I do think I think he has to figure that out. But I think that's the one team who had defensively multiple bodies that they could throw at him. Plus they got like bigs down there that make it difficult, and they don't have a big to really drop it off to. I think it was a very, very tough match. I actually think that's OKC is a bad matchup for the current version of Minnesota. Because they don't have anybody that can guard SGA. They don't have anybody that technically matches up with.
Well, Alexander did as good a
he's
job.
Gone. He's gone. And he's gone now. So we can't bring up Alexander Walker.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone. Right?
So McDaniels got to take that.
They got nobody to match up with Chet. Right?
And Nas got to take that one.
Okay, but Nas comes off the bench, so he's not even a starter. So Nas comes off the bench. They got who matches up with Jalen Williams?
See, that's where you say, Randall, you got in shape. Jalen Williams.
He's a 2 guard, Raw. What is he? Is Jalen a 3? He's a 3.
He's a 4.
No.
Well, if they play big, they play Chet at the 4 and Hartenstein.
Right. Correct.
But then if Hartenstein's out, they play Jalen.
Hold on. Is Hartenstein a brother? Is his daddy black?
You saw that? You saw that?
I didn't even.
He said, "Hold on,
Hartenstein's the brother."
I ain't never met no black dude named Hartenstein. Come on. That's German or something. That's not.
But his dad at least looks like he's half brother.
Hey, Hartenstein pulled a logic, didn't he? He's like,
yeah. I was like, hold on, Hartenstein. I was like, hold on, what? I was like, time out. Hartenstein's black. What the fuck? I was like, hold on.
At least they kept it G with him too, because they was like, man, if somebody see you say the N-word, they're gonna be like, hold on.
Facts. He is definitely not J. Cole. He's definitely Logic. He is not J. Cole, nigga. He is Logic, 100%.
Say he Mariah Carey black.
Facts, nigga. You gotta make sure you let everybody know up front, nigga. Like, this is you gotta walk around with a picture of your dad. Your pop, you and your pops might need to be your screensaver, nigga. Like, right. Let us know up front.
Yeah, you need to post some pictures with your black cousins. We need to see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I was like, hold on, when the fuck did Hardenstein become black? I'm with you. That Hardenstein, nigga, that's not a shit sound Jewish, if I'm being honest with you, Hardenstein.
Yeah, that sound exactly. But yeah, so the thing with OKC is They got all the versatility.
They got a Rudy Gobert problem in Minnesota, though. They got a Rudy Gobert problem. Let's call it what it is. Even though Rudy Gobert is a Hall of Famer.
Him and Mike Conley, them two, I think is a case where you've kind of been too loyal, and it's time. It's like 3 years too late.
Who retires Mike Conley's jerseys? His jersey gonna get retired in Memphis. Memphis gonna retire it.
Matter of fact, I would send him back to Memphis to go ahead and retire.
You know what? He might actually play in Memphis.
They should be buying out that contract and sending them back to Memphis.
So okay, we already got. So in Memphis, they just retired my man's jersey. No.
Zebo? Was it Zebo?
No, the two guard.
Rudy?
The defender. God damn.
Tony Allen.
Yeah, Tony. They just retired Tony Allen's jersey. So I think they're going to retire all 5 starters from the Grindhouse era. I think Tony Allen gets his jersey retired. I think Zebo has to get his jersey retired. Definitely Gasol. And I think Mike Conley got to get their jersey retired.
They can't retire Rudy, though. They're going to retire Rudy.
You know, Rudy Gay, you know what's crazy? Rudy Gay's probably the reason they didn't win a chip. Because he was supposed to be like that Carmelo Anthony type guy, that LeBron James type guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that 6'8", 6'9", 3 that could do everything.
If Rudy would have scored like Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs, they would have won the chip.
Okay, let me ask you a question. I know he's more accomplished, but I'm just asking as a ball player, as a basketball player. Rudy Gay or Jason Tatum, just as a basketball player.
Tatum, bro, you disrespectful. Tatum is cold.
I'm not saying he's not. I don't want that to come over because I'm not saying he's not. I'm just asking.
I think people don't realize also, Tatum is 6'10".
Rudy Gay's like 6'9", bro.
Bruh, I'm telling you, Tatum.
Okay, here's a better question. Here's a better question maybe for you. Here's a better question though for you.
When you see Tatum in person, it looks weird. He moves so well and smooth to be. Tatum's like the new T-Mac.
Okay, here's maybe a better question for you then, Ross. Right? Rudy Gay in this NBA. Is he the same player that he was in that NBA? I would say Rudy Gay's better right now.
I would say Rudy or Paul George. Like, I think Rudy.
But I think Paul George is better than Jason Tatum, though.
No.
Wow.
I think Rudy was Paul George a couple years too early. I think that was Rudy.
Okay.
I think he was just a
but
little bit.
Memphis was begging, but I think Memphis was begging for Rudy Gay to be Paul George, though. He just didn't. I don't know.
But I think the offensive style, like, yeah. See, Rudy's almost like that guy where he just like, I'm more comfortable being a third option than I am being a number one option. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I think if OJ Mayo would have stayed and not another guy who was early in his time, like OJ Mayo is what all these kids want to be. Talk about bag work. He had all that. Yeah. He could handle the ball. He could shoot. He could defend.
He was just like 6'3". You know what I'm saying? And it's like
he smoked weed and the league ain't like it. You know what I'm saying?
I told OJ Mayo. How tall they got him listed as? Let me see. Because they got Rudy at 6'8". So Rudy was a full 6'8" and can do everything. That's what I'm saying. OJ, how tall is OJ Mayo? Because I got OJ Mayo out of that. For me, he's out of that 6'3" role. How tall they got him? They got him listed at. Can I get a height, nigga?
6'5", 210.
See, I didn't think he was that tall. Okay, if he's 6'5", then I gotta say this. Then he didn't play 6'5" in the NBA. Okay, I see him listed as 6'4". Oh, and I do see 6'5" on this one. I've seen him as 6'4" and 6'5", so I'm just gonna say he's probably 6'4". But he didn't play that tall though to me. He played like what's my man for the Bulls? From UConn.
Ben Gordon.
He played like Ben Gordon to me. Like in terms of like he wasn't like really getting to the rack flushing on nobody. He kind of felt like Ben Gordon because Ben Gordon is like 6'3", 6'4".
Nah, but that's what I'm telling you. Them dudes, like OJ was a tough shot maker.
Agreed. I agree with that.
Like I'm looking, he shot at the most 5 threes a game, and they looked at that as he shot 38 from three for his career.
Which today would get him a max contract.
That's what I'm saying. In that most 5 threes a game. And they're like, oh, he's a jack. You know what I'm saying? So it's like those guys were just a little bit early in their time. Like,
agreed.
That would be very much appreciated. 18 off the
like J.R. Smith today would be a super max player.
Bro, J.R. Smith today would be Tyler Hero. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he'd be. Yeah, I agree.
And then he was dunking on people. Like the kids forget JR. Go watch
JR dunk package.
His in-game dunks is ridiculous.
Yeah. No, JR was and he from fresh out of high school. So he came
fresh
in
out of high school.
Yeah, he coming in young.
With the Henny in the locker. JR said he had the Henny in the locker. What you talking about?
Yeah, so I don't know. I think Rudy Gay for me is a barometer guy for a lot of guys. I don't know. I probably would end up taking Jason Tatum over Rudy Gay, but I'm not just sure.
Okay, Rudy to me, Rudy is the way we look at Tobias Harris as he averaged 18, and we always look at that as underachievement. And you're like, damn, he averaged 18, but we always like for what he get paid, he should give you more. I think that was kind of Rudy's. Like Rudy still end up giving you 18, but you like he's so talented, he should be able to give you 25.
The difference I would say though is that like the team that Rudy played on with Zebo, with Gasol, you know what I'm saying, with Mike Conley in his prime. I just think that like everybody outside of Tony Allen, everybody else was a scorer. I mean, Mike Conley was a consummate point guard, but he could still get you 15 points. You know what I'm saying? He can get you 12 to 15 points. Gasol and Zebo was going to get you buckets. So I think his role, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that team was really, really good. I just don't know if they could have ever got over the hump at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like they would lay right there, just not good enough.
Yeah, like when they really beat OKC, then now you got to deal with Golden State. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
and now you don't match up with Golden State. Like
yeah,
you were,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now
you got to match up against Golden State. I mean, OKC.
Now to be fair, history won't tell y'all this, but you know me, I'm a truth teller. So you know what I mean? I'm gonna tell y'all this. When they lost to Golden State, Tony Allen and Mike Conley were both injured. I think Tony Allen didn't even play. I think one of them didn't even play like the whole series. The other one like tried to play and wasn't there. So our best two guards weren't healthy. So we could. Tony Allen, trust me, would have locked up somebody, but he just wasn't healthy. So you know, they got off the hook. Because that little Draymond shit with Zebo wasn't finna work. That shit wasn't gonna work. Ain't no punky Zebo.
Golden State went to like 5 finals in a row.
No. But here's what I'm saying though. See, I think
time to get healthy and come back.
No. But I think people underestimate what happens after you win a chip. This goes for boxing, UFC, NBA, NFL. I think after you win, I think there's something that like is gained from that, right? Because think about it, OKC won a chip in which nobody had them winning. And then the next year they go 73-9. Where did that come from? I think there's something gained when you win a championship that, like, as a team, you gain a aura and a level of confidence that now we've done it. And so that's why I think OKC is going to be very hard and very difficult to beat next year because they've won a chip. Now they're bringing basically everybody back. Now they're going to have that confidence. It's going to be very, very hard to knock them off. next year in the NBA. I think the Eagles, because of everything they got going on, I think the Eagles are going to be very tough to knock off in the NFL. I can't wait till we get to our NFL talk. I think the Eagles are going to be very, very tough. Now, the problem for the Eagles is they got a man out there in the AFC, right, who goes by the name of Patrick Mahomes, who's a bad mofo. And he gonna be out for some revenge. And so I'm taking all money. Anybody who wants to put any money up, I got KC all day and 2 times on Sunday to win the Super Bowl this year. But I'm just saying, I think it's an aura, you know what I'm saying, with guys who win chips. That's all I'm saying. So I think OKC's gonna be a tough out next year. I think the Clippers are gonna be trash next year. I think the Clippers are gonna be fighting for a play-in next year.
More and more, I like what they did. I like what they did.
I'm not mad at you for that.
I feel like they're built to withstand a couple injuries.
Okay.
Like, there's no way they all can get hurt.
Not mad.
I like what they did.
I'm not mad. Okay, we got about 10 minutes left before we get up out of here for the night, Ross. Let's get into some different stories. I saw this picture and I thought to myself, the amount I can't even imagine at this time, because this is like the late 80s, early 90s. Lord, if I could have been a fly on the wall for this link up, for this 2-man. Listen, Rick James and Mike Tyson. The amount of cocaine in the air, I don't even know. Lord have mercy. Can you imagine, Ross, hanging out with them niggas at that time? Rick James?
What year you think this is? Around what?
Oh, this is a young Mike. This is
like early 90s.
Yeah, it's early 90s, Mike. Mike is Mike right now. Mike is untouchable. And this is Rick James is like, he's out of here. He's superstar. This is superstar Rick James. This is like, we're past super freak Rick James. You know, that's us. That wave is already passed, but like he's still riding that wave. He's still Rick James, bitch. Yeah.
This Mary Jane.
No, this is past. Like all that is past. He's just like who the fuck he is. Like all that shit has already went down, and so he is who he is at this point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's already he like that shit has like just. We're probably like a couple of years from all that shit being removed, right? So he's just that nigga. And Mike Tyson is like the young nigga coming up. Yeah.
So, yeah, this is like Ant with Kendrick or something. Huh?
Right.
Yeah,
right. This is Ant with Kendrick. Yeah.
Why Mike got them coochie cutters on?
That's what niggas was wearing back then, man. I can't tell you, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Let me give you a fighter. This is let's go a full comp. Let's give a fighter and an R&B dude. So let's go. This is who's a young bull? This is who's a popping young dude?
Javante.
He might be a little too far. I don't think, but okay, we can put let's put Javante because he's like captivated everybody. So this is like Javante taking a pic with, I don't know. I mean, Chris Brown is so big right now, but this is kind of like Javante and Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like Javante and Chris Brown taking a pic, kicking it. That's what this is. And you like, Jesus, we know it's going down in that.
Hey, they might be on the same type of time Mike and Rick James was on.
You understand?
You might have hit the hammer on the nail right there.
It's going down, nigga. You did it.
Type of party. If you get what I'm saying.
Listen, when I saw that pic, I said, "Oh my God, I can only imagine what was popping at that motherfucker."
Wait, whoever sold them that, boy, came up that night.
Nigga, here go your boy. Let me make sure I put some slander on his name. Your boy Wilkinson, because this was him at the national title. Let's never forget. Hey, there you go, nigga. Hit it. Hey, hit it. Hey. That nigga's super pause. Nigga Super Bowl.
Bro, why did he try? First off, he was practicing that one. That was.
Oh, he been waiting all week for that. He been waiting all week for that, Ross. That was all week. He been waiting for that. He knew they was gonna win it that year. Yee.
Tongue out and he bounced. Pause.
That nigga hit him with the yow. Let's be real. That's what the gay niggas do after shit. They be like, yeah. That's the gay shit. I mean, we gotta be shout out to LGBTQ, but that's what they do at their little events. Yeah. Shout out to him. He was sending the bad signal out. He was sending out the bad signal to everybody, letting them know that he
You catch Cam Newton asked Ray J if he was Yeah, that was some Ray J stuff. Ray J say, I already said shout out to my gay niggas.
Oh, here goes a good video right here. Watch this right here, Ross. I would love to get your reaction to this right here. Here we go. Oh, this is my shit.
Black History Month or me?
Black History Month.
Why Black History Month?
Because I believe in my blackness. Everything now is superficial.
Okay. Yeah, me ate me up.
Yeah, get the fuck up out of here. Shout out to the OG. Shout out to the OG. He ain't here, man. Get the fuck up out of here. I ain't worried about that little bullshit. Now listen, it was some, it was a lot going on.
Or me?
It was a lot going on with her. You dig? She showed the cakes. You dig what I'm saying? But all that shit is, it's the enhancements. Shout out to her. I'm not mad at her. But that brother didn't even take a peek down. That nigga must be NOI. He must be in the fruit of his. He ain't even that nigga looked straight at the camera.
Nah, he ain't NOI. He would have for sure looked down.
That nigga holding some. What he holding some pineapples in his hand?
That's some fruit.
Nigga came in and nigga said, I came in here for this fruit, and I'm leaving with this. You in here on some foolishness, man.
Nah, leave.
What say you, Ross? Was he wilding? What say you?
Yeah, he was wilding. he was for sure wilding.
he needed to holler at young girl, huh?
For sure.
She was trying to pull up and show that nigga some love.
He was like that fruit right on the ground.
He's like, let me go ahead and see what was popping.
Yeah, sure.
That nigga said, nah, man, that nigga said, no, I'm staying focused. He said, I'm staying focused out here.
Wife probably was to the side, you feel me?
Speaking of wife to the side, that's a great segue, Ross. Here we go. I saw this. I don't know where they was at. I don't know if this is I don't know where it was at, but this is a vacation spot. Check this out.
Oh, I saw this one.
I don't think so. Okay.
She had to go grab her man. He was over there with them sisters. Yeah, she had to go. She looked like she Italian or something. She had to go grab that nigga because he was over there finna holler at them. He was over there with them sisters. Yeah.
He all close up.
Oh yeah, he turning up. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
okay, hold on. So not to make it too personal, was Buddy crossing the line?
What you mean?
Was he crossing the line? Like if you on vacation,
as somebody like in a relationship, you saying?
Yeah, like as a married, because married people they get a little comfortable after a while, especially on vacation and stuff. Buddy just got caught up in the moment. He's singing "Happy Birthday." He said he looked close to the legs, but I gotta say,
yeah, because I'm gonna flip it, and if that's my wife, right, with like a dude that's having a birthday, and she up there talking about happy birthday, yeah, that's out of pocket. Yeah.
So if you was on vacation, you wouldn't have been, bro.
Nah.
Okay.
I still got to go to the hotel room and go to sleep. Fuck all that nigga.
Okay, so the wife walking over and giving my boy you already know what he was going through. All right, yeah, y'all. Fun's over.
Yeah.
Hey, he like when you catch the dog doing something he ain't supposed to do, like get your ass over here. All
Yeah,
right.
he like, I done fucked up. Yeah.
Now
And look,
I gotta hear this chick for the next 2 days.
Yeah, man, he messed up. What you never want to do on vacay is be out there and your lady be like, what was you doing with her over there? Yeah, that's a bad conversation to have on vacation. That's a horrible conversation to have. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not what you want to be doing. Shout out to him because he was turning up, but yeah, that ain't it, Ross. That ain't it.
She said,
let me ask you.
I don't think so.
Yeah, she was with the shits. Let me ask you. I'm looking at. We way too early, but we're looking at the NFL. We're gonna end on this. The NFL players that are eligible for the Hall of Fame for 2026.
I saw some names. I was like, hold on.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Hold on, let me pull it up. Who's gonna be eligible next year? And you tell me, because I forget how many they take every year. Is it like 5 or 6 they take every year? So here goes the guys that are going to be, they're going to be eligible next year on the first ballot. You got Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Jason Witten, Frank Gore, Julian Edelman, Greg Olsen, LaShawn McCoy, Dez Bryant, Marquise Pouncey, Phillip Rivers. I don't know why they got this nigga got Jesus. Geno Atkins. Who you see? Anybody on there you think makes first? Because first ballot obviously is a big deal. I think Larry Fitzgerald is a first ballot guy.
I think Larry Fitzgerald is the first ballot. I think
Frank Gore is close to a first ballot.
That's who I was leaning towards. I'm gonna say if I had to pick 4, I'm going Larry, Frank, Pouncey, and Drew.
You leaving off Shady?
Shady's not a Hall of Famer to me.
Ooh, okay.
He's not. Shady's not a Hall of Famer to me.
You don't think he's ever gonna get in?
If I
Dez is definitely not a Hall of Famer. No disrespect.
I don't think Dez is a Hall of Famer. I don't think Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Famer.
I think Phillip's gonna be close. I don't know what his numbers look
like. Edelman is a Hall of Famer.
Edelman's definitely not a Hall of Famer. Edelman's not like some people on this. Okay, so there's some guys that's not serious. Like Edelman's not serious on this list. Dez isn't serious. Gostkowski isn't serious.
See, you keep saying Gostkowski. I would take him over.
Really?
Some of those, because there was after they got rid of Vinatieri, Gostkowski was the best kicker in the league. But
like kickers don't get in like that. That's what I'm saying. He's not serious. Because like name me the kickers that just be getting in first ballot. That's what I'm saying.
But see, for me to consider you had to have been one of the either best or close to it at your position for some sort of extended period of time. So like why I say I can put Frank Gore, even though a lot of us ain't never say, oh, Frank Gore, best running back in the league. One thing, Frank Gore was always top 5 in rushing every year. Frank Gore had one of the longer careers as a runner back. So I would put him. Shady, I never considered you my top 3 run. Like in your era, I always picked other guys over you. Greg Olsen, he gets love. Now he's on TV. Y'all love Witten. I'm surprised you ain't say Witten. Y'all love Witten.
I don't know if Witten's a first ballot, but he's getting in.
Oh, he for sure gonna get in. He part of that fraternity. Him and Olsen gonna get in. Realistically, Drew, Fitzgerald, Witten, Frank, Greg, and Phillip Rivers. I can see. They're gonna push Phillip Rivers in.
So Shady got 2 Super Bowls, 2 first-team All-Pros, 6 Pro Bowls, and he led the league in rushing in 2013, and he led the league in rushing touchdowns in 2011. I think he's close. He may not get in. I think he's close. How many? Let me see how many rushing yards he has for his career. He has 11,102 rushing yards. So he's over that. It used to be 10,000 yards was like that magic number. He's over that.
So what about Frank Gore?
Oh, Frank Gore. Frank Gore got more than that. I
Killing
can
him
Frank.
in every category.
Yeah, Frank Gore. Frank Gore. Yeah, but I think I would take Frank Gore over him though. So Frank Gore. Let's pull up Frank Gore's stuff. Frank Gore has for his career, he has 16,000 rushing yards. He had actually, you know what? He don't. He was second team all. He got 1 second team all pro. He got 5 Pro Bowls, and he's on the all decade team for the 2010s, but he don't got no first team all pros.
But it's the longevity. That's what I'm saying. Even
Yeah,
though
he got more yards. He got 16,000 yards rushing. So he got 5,000 more yards rushing. But he never led the league in rushing. He never led the league in rushing touchdowns. But like he does have overall.
How many years?
He played 15 years from 2005 until 2020.
Yeah, you got it. That's what I'm saying. You got to.
But okay, but just because
years at that position with the injuries that Frank Gore had, like you talking about Frank Gore blew a whole knee.
But I can't just
16,000 run.
Yeah, but he got 81. But here's the problem, though. He got 81 rushing touchdowns, and Shady got 73. You got 16,000 yards, and you only got 8 more rushing touchdowns than I have, and I got 11,000. And I got 2 first-team All-Pros. And I led the league in rushing. And I literally led the league in touchdowns.
Right, but he's only behind Emmitt Smith and Walter Payton. And
so you're taking the longevity. So you're taking the longevity with him. That's what I'm saying. You're taking the longevity with.
But his 16,000 is third all time.
I'm with you. I think Frank gets in. I'm just saying. I'm just making the case for Shady to get in at some point. Like, is there no case for Shady to get in? Is what I'm saying. Is it just like he didn't have because like Shady played because I said he played for 15 years. So Shady played from 2009 until 2020. So he played, what's that, 11 years? So is that,
So now if you let Shady in, you're opening the door, which I think the NFL has already done, to where, okay, if Shady goes in, then Fred Taylor's got to go in. Like, what happened with Fred Taylor? What happened with, like, if Shady goes in, then a lot of these guys, like, we're going to have to go back and put them in because, I'm looking. So Shady McCoy, he's at 11,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Shady McCoy or Ward Dunn?
I think Shady's a better back than Warwick Dunn. I really like Warwick Dunn. I fuck with Warwick Dunn too. But like Warwick Dunn was a smaller back. He could catch it out of the backfield, but I think it messed him up playing with Michael Vick though.
Shady or Eddie George?
Ooh, Eddie George played. He's technically a Houston. He's the last Houston Oiler. He's the last great Houston Oiler. Him and Eric.
Freddie T. Shady or Freddie T.
I wasn't that big of a Freddie T guy. I know Freddie T was basically the whole. I know Freddie T was the whole offense for the Jaguars. I get it. I get it. I think Freddie T was probably a better overall back, but I think Frank Gore had a better career. I think Freddie T. I'm just saying, bro. We're talking about 16,000 yards, Ross.
Shady or Corey Dillon?
Corey Dillon was really good in Cincinnati. I know he won a Super Bowl with the Patriots. I thought he was really good.
82 touchdowns.
And how many yards?
Same as Shady, 11,200.
And he got more touchdowns. So
20 more touchdowns.
Yeah. So it
opens up the door. Tiki Barber.
Yeah, I'm with you. So what you saying is
Ricky Williams? You taking Shady over Ricky?
I'm gonna take Ricky over Shady. I ain't gonna.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So that's the problem the NFL is having though with this. And I realize every year you gotta add guys, but like the NFL, this is why Dion came out and say, all right, well, if you're gonna put some of these guys in the same Hall of Fame you put me in, then you gotta go in a little separate room. You know,
and I'm glad you said his name. Let's make sure, man, we keep Dion lifted up in prayer. If you're a praying person or whatever it is that you do, shout out to Prime. You know what I'm saying? He came out. He was having issues. Physically, he had some cancer in his body. He had to have, his bladder removed? I think it was.
Bladder removed.
He had bladder cancer. He had to have the bladder removed in order to rid his body of the cancer. We already know what happened with the toes, right? With Dion, and he had the toes removed. He also had a portion of like his calf removed as well. He's had a lot of physical ailments. So, prayers up for Prime. You know what I mean? I have my opinions about Prime as a coach, but this is beyond that. I never want anybody, especially a black man, in his position, who was a hero of mine growing up, to be facing these types of like serious life issues. Shout out to Prime. Shout out to his family. They were very transparent with this, with their social media. Colorado as a university was very transparent with this. He said that he's doing much, much better now. And hopefully he's good, and he can lead a prosperous life moving forward. Forget how many games he can win at Colorado. I just want to see him, in this phase of his life, be able to be comfortable and be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that, like, he deserves that much. He's given us entertainment, since he was at Florida State. You know what I'm saying? Through the NFL.
I was saying, man, like I know football is life, and some people, like your kids have made it now. If I'm Dion, forget whatever people got to say. I know part of it is being a competitor and wanting to kind of.
Oh, you would shut it down.
It to me is the perfect time to like, okay, this is serious. But
Ross, he lost toes. It was serious before.
But losing a bladder and losing 2 toes is different.
I mean, I hear you. Do you want to lose? How many toes you want to lose, nigga? Like, I don't want to lose no toes.
I got bad feet. I know the writing on the wall. I might be looking like Dion by the time I'm older. With that bladder, that's black man. With prostate and things like that stuff is serious.
You're right.
Like,
it is.
Your kids have made it now. You've given us the excitement, and football is his life. It's easier said than done. Right. But for me, I wouldn't. Dion, you don't owe us nothing. You don't have to go and prove these people wrong. You've already done it. Like, walk away on your own time and not something forcing you to walk away.
I agree. I'm with you on that. I totally agree. If Dion, if you stay in just because you don't want people to say, oh, well, you left because your kids left, man, listen, forget that, right? Like, forget that. Like, because we've seen you at Jackson State. We saw you when you were in bad health at Jackson State, when you had to be out there with a blanket over you. You know what I'm saying? At Jackson State.
Well, and that's the only reason why I say that is because now it's like more and more not the like knock on wood, we want him to be healthy, but it seems like more and more stuff is happening. You know what I'm saying? And a little bit of this could be from
It's a
overworking you.
snowball. Yeah.
Like, you know, like at first it was one thing, and now it's the toes, and now it's something else, and now.
And we don't see this with any other coaches in America right now.
Exactly.
Any other like top coaches, you know what I'm saying? They just like
you leave on your own rather than God forbid something happen, and now because of that you can't come back.
But to your point though, like if this is like not to compare myself to Dion, but like I've kind of made peace with the fact like I've been bone on bone in my knees since 2003. It's 2025. And I still play basketball probably 4 to 5 times a week. And I've kind of made peace with the fact that at a certain point, I know my walk is going to be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing that. So I think, at a certain point, maybe you make peace with the fact that, hey, I sacrificed this because I loved it. You know what I mean? Like, who am I to tell? Like, I go back to Roy Jones Jr. Who am I to tell Roy Jones to stop fighting? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's, you know what I mean? Like, this is what he loves. This is what he loves to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's bittersweet. We don't want to see Dion go down this road. But if this is what he loves, who am I to tell him to stop doing what he loves to do? That's a tough call, but shout out to Prime though, man. We love Prime. We love Prime. Okay, this is the very last thing, and I promise we out of here tonight, Ross, on this. If you are the Memphis Grizzlies and you saw this video, you got to make some phone calls. You got to figure out what the hell is going on. What the hell? You know what happened? Come on, man. You trying to jump over your daddy, you done almost tore your damn ACL. Come on, you almost tore your daddy's knees up, your knees, everybody's knees. Yeah. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? It was a freak thing that happened. But Lord have mercy. I wish you hadn't done that.
See, but this is what we can't do. I mean, my man is at the Nike sponsored event in China, like we're doing basketball. He not sitting in the car listening to NBA Youngboy with a gun. So y'all gotta give my boy some bail now. At least he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's out being a role model and spreading the game.
That's a fact.
Maybe stick with the simple dunks. Freak accidents can happen. I know when you overseas, they want to see you do something with a little flair. Maybe just stick with the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you trying to jump over your daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe bring some of your homeboys with you and let them do a dunk contest. And
this is a great time. You know what? I didn't even think about this, Ross. You said it. This is a great time to get some of those American internet dunkers that be on here doing all these dunks. Bring them overseas with you, right? Let them have, maybe you go out there and you just do something like, that is very simple, and have them do all the between the legs and all that. That's them.
You could really be the best homeboy ever and bring them with you and give them an opportunity to make some money, and not you just giving them money, and let your homies go and okay, give them a platform. Hey, we're gonna give y'all a dunk. It's dudes that he work out with, and
facts.
It's dudes that he know that can jump. Me and this guy, we do dunk offs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the opportunity to spread and give some other people a platform. Like, you gotta be smarter now. And shout out Ja for trying to be responsible.
Yeah. I don't blame him for that. He's just entertaining. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing anything wrong. I'm just saying, like, as an organization, if you see that clip, you're like, oh shit, like they got
That's similar to me, like when Lamar was at the beach playing with the kids, and
right,
then
right,
he ran into something, and you like, hold on. Yeah.
right. Because you're thinking like, yo, we got all this money tied up, and that right there could have ended a whole nother season. Now he just ended the season last year with an injury, and he could have started this season with a torn up whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? So let's go here. This is the last Sunday, technically, Ross. Today is the last. Well, no, tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, but Thursday is gonna be our last show. After Thursday, every show that we have after that, NFL game is gonna be played, whether it's preseason or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we here. The first preseason NFL game is on the 31st. Chargers at Lions. So we hit. The NFL has been very, very quiet. I want to say this offseason. The offseason has been quiet. Not a lot of headlines made. Before we go, your thoughts before we get into the NFL season. I know you a Ravens fan. I know you Lamar Jackson. Are you encouraged from what you heard this offseason? Because it's been very quiet from everybody.
Oh yeah, I mean, we picked up a corner. We got DeAndre Hopkins.
We had DeAndre Hopkins in Kansas City.
It ain't looking like Kansas City DeAndre Hopkins. Boy, I'm seeing clips every day. You know, our defense is looking ridiculous. Yeah, I'm encouraged for Baltimore. A lot of guys holding out though. A lot of guys trying to get their money.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing that. I'm gonna say Baltimore is my AFC team, and the NFC, I'm gonna go. I almost want to pick the Cowboys, but
no, you don't.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go Detroit, NFC. Detroit. I like what they did in the offseason. I like the moves. I like Detroit.
I think the quarterback is a problem in Detroit still.
Golf?
Yeah, I just think at some point golf is golf.
He threw 5 interceptions in that playoff game, remember?
I think golf is golf. At some point, golf is golf. I think he's a second-tier type quarterback. I think Kansas City and Baltimore plays in the AFC Championship game again. In the NFC, NFC is very difficult for me right now. I think the Eagles are going to be. I want to see how the Eagles start off the season. If there's a Super Bowl hangover, because they do have the best Super Bowl rings of all time now. Like, it's not even close. They got the best Super Bowl rings by far, Ross.
You like them?
Oh, my nigga. They got the damn wings that fly out. Like, it's crazy. They got the best Super Bowl rings. It's not, I don't know who's even close to that. Like, forget all the I know they said that like other Super Bowl rings have more diamonds and all that. Bro, I don't care about none of that. These dudes, what they have on their Super Bowl rings look insane. Now,
I didn't see. Let me see if you got a picture.
Let me see. I can pull it up. Let me see. I can pull it up.
Shout out Chauncey, CJGJ, hometown kid, watched him grow up. I got to hear him on the pivot. He was talking about the journey with Philly and winning. I think it was a great interview. Everybody should go tap in and listen to my boy. He with your Texans now.
I think they're gonna be dangerous in the AFC. Here we go. These are the greatest rings. I don't think it's close, Ross. These are the greatest Super Bowl rings of all time. Come on, Ross. Come on, Lord. You push your button and the goddamn wings fly out, Lord.
Yeah.
Come on. Man.
Yeah, that's fire.
Hard.
Yeah, that's fire.
Come on, man. That's hard, bro.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, that's fire.
You know what I'm saying? You push your button and the wings come out, bro. Look how that shit looks insane.
Yeah, that's fire.
With the wings, come on, man. That's fire.
Damn, they stick the ring game up crazy. That's crazy.
That shit looks insane. That looks insane. But I got one that looks a little bit more insane than that.
We need one of them in Baltimore.
I got one that looks a little bit more crazy though, bro. Here go the ring. They said they technically ain't got it yet, but here go the ring that everybody's saying that they saying this is somebody leaked the design for the OKC Thunder ring. They said
I had to figure out they got the ice.
They linked the design for the Thunder ring, bro. It's the Thunder ring. You can use it. It's a ring and a whistle. You there? You can dual use it. You know what I'm saying? You can.
That's hilarious, right there.
So whatever you want to do with that Thunder ring, you dig. Get shout out to the OKC Thunder.
They got to put a picture of Shea shooting some free throws.
All right, man, we out here for the night, man. This is Ross and Risky. This is Tuesday night, man. We be back on Thursday. Man, we right around the corner from the NFL season. Y'all make sure y'all stay locked in. We got a new channel that we're going to start premiering as well. I got to make sure we start promoting that the new channel. The new channel is just Ross and Risky, right? It's very, very simple. You don't need to remember anything else. Ross and Risky. So you got to get up over there. Make sure you subscribe right here if you want to rock with us on People's Champ. Or if you want to rock with us on Ross and Risky, man, tap in with us. You dig? We got some fire coming NFL season. We locked in heavy. We up out of here.